What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another video guide and playthrough for you all. In today's video, we are actually going to be redoing Doom Chapter 1, 3. This is going to be the node where, a lot of players have had a hard time because of the fact that if you don't have Black Boat, Jubilee, or Phoenix, it is quite pesky. So I have built up a roster here utilizing a mixture of the Xmen, XFactor characters. I'm going to walk through you guys in terms of what I upgraded, who I utilized, but total team power took me to get the 1 star was 214k. So fortunately, you don't need any legendaries, but do keep in mind some of these characters are lower because of the fact that they're not really available. So hopefully you got a chance to capitalize. Starting here, we do have Beast here, as you can see, tier 11 gear, 47k in total. And unfortunately, only got the 4 stars on him, but I was able to push his ISO 8 healer just for additional healing. And as you can see on the left there is no T4 abilities, but Beast is going to be utilized for healing and supporting our team as much as possible, especially when you see that the enemies we're up against are quite powerful. Next, going ahead here is going to be Colossus, shouldering damage and kind of synergizing with Beast. With Colossus, for him, he's going to be tanking and just really giving a way for us to actually deal damage and support our team like that. That's really all he can do, but I love Colossus because of the fact that he gives himself self-benefits in addition to taunting and death proof. And as you can see, consistent with Beast there, I also gave him the level 5 ISO 8 healer just to provide additional healing, and he's a total of 47k here. Next, we do have Shatter Star here at 38k here. As I said before, I wish I had him higher. One thing to note too, although he is quite lower, one thing we will likely need is actually the T4, Force of Will here. Reason being is because of the fact that whenever he crits, he's going to be able to barrier himself and as well as his fellow long shot. So, I mean, that's why the XFactor are definitely viable characters for this node unlock, and that's why it's really important. If you guys do have Shatter Star and Longshot, it's going to be very important there. Next, you do see here that I also got him at 35k Longshot. Again, similar to Shatter Star, the T4 is quite important here. That's why I've done it where you can see on self or ally crit, he's going to be able to fill up the speed bar. So we're going to get additional speed from all the critical hit chance. Additionally, we're going to get the barrier and healing thanks to Shatter Star, and that's really what's going to form the basis of this team, especially when we don't have those powerful legendaries, Black Bolt, Phoenix, as well as Jubilee in our roster here to be able to utilize for the node. And last but not least, to synergize with this team, I am bringing on Yo-Yo. I found she was a really good fit overall for my attempts. Other viable characters can include, if you want tankier substitutes such as Wolverine. Psylocke provides dodge, which is nice. As well as I found that Kitty Pryde also provided additional support as well with her offense down. But Yo-Yo is what worked for me because I had her built up already. In addition to that, I love her Swift Protector passive here with the T4 because if Colossus goes down, him being the protector on our team, if this character doesn't have another protector, you can see that she also has a chance to apply offense down to the enemy and can't be dodged. So that's really key reason why I'm bringing that on board, just to give us that additional capability. And on top of that, she also has defense up when she's facing up the enemies too, so that kind of just helps her overall survivability. With that being said, you guys, that is my roster, so let's go ahead with the playthrough and I'll show you how I did it. Now you can see our 214 total K power here. I'm just realigning, but you can see I pushed Beast and Yo-Yo to the left here just due to the fact that they're going to be away from Shatter Star and Longshot, and because Longshot and Shatter Star are going to be taunted more being on the side of Colossus. In addition to that, they will constantly have defense up thanks to their abilities, so that's why it's really nice to bring those two in. Unbelievable characters, by the way. I'm very excited to see multiple man come join the mix here with the XFactor, but they're going to be a very, very powerful roster. So starting off here, we do actually want to target X23 being the first character to take down in this wave. She has a lot of damage, and you're going to find that she has a lot. She can be a menace for any team, so that's why it's really important to focus her. So you can tell right away what I've done is I just started focusing all my attacks actually on X23. But a key thing to note is when I was using Shatter Star, just make sure to use his ultimate at the beginning just to ensure that we have the defense up. So you can see there, it's nice that we have Negasonic. Unfortunately, you probably get taunted by Miss Marvel just due to the fact that it activates up when we're weakened. So we're going to want to get through Miss Marvel first. But fortunately, thanks to the powerful synergy of Shatter Star and Longshot. You can see that we already take down in that corner, and we already take down the Deadpool, so that actually does spawn the next wave, which includes Karnak and Mr. Sinister. So something to be mindful of. They spawn after only taking one enemy down, and that's generally where players will probably have an issue. But you can see, despite the fact that there's new enemies, I am still actually targeting X23 because she's just got to be one of the first few characters we take down. Miss Marvel is likely going to go down as well, just due to the fact that she keeps having her passive taunt. With her officially down now, you can see we're going to fully utilize the Negasonic. I love the fact that she has that ability to actually strip away buffs too, so really keep in mind. Mr. Sinister, we got lucky there. He cloned our Negasonic, so that's definitely a good mix for us. But at this point, I did go ahead and just finish off Crystal here because she was getting weak. So we're going to go ahead and just keep that in mind. The next wave does spawn at 6 out of 10 characters. So out of this cluster, what I want to include is at least X23 and Mr. Sinister. Those two are definitely two characters you don't want going forward into the next wave, because we're going to be up against another X23 with Blob and Toad as a combination. So that's why it's important to take her out. And she is quite strong due to the fact that she's powerful. She has those dodges, and just the fact that she also has sustained healing too. So you can see there right away, X23 finally goes down. 7 out of 10 enemies left here. And again, I can't stress this enough. Mr. Sinister is a really good target we want to take down due to the fact that he has the heal, he has the clones, and he's really quite tanky. So Karnak and Negasonic and Colossus, they're obviously, they can get quite annoying and pesky due to the fact that, Colossus character being tanky and has a taunt gets in our way. But Mr. Sinister is the really big one because of the fact that he can actually clone and really build a stronger army. So unfortunately, you're going to get in this position where you're kind of stuck back and forth, and it's really here that you want to just kind of build up your energy. This is why I do like Beast. He provides that healing and sustainability. You can see here, you bet we're going to heal up. Unfortunately, our Colossus did have the heal block, so it didn't do much for him there. And you can see that Colossus is getting quite weak as well. And that's, again, the wave does spawn at 6 out of 10 characters. Unfortunately, our Beast went down, but fortunately the taunt went down as well. So now we can actually resume attacking Mr. Sinister. And although my combination characters from the XFactor are quite weak compared to these guys in the wave, you can see how much damage they do, and that's really why it's such a beautiful combo. Especially, you can see here, Shatter Star special as well as Longshot special, they do AoE damage, and the more they crit, the more barrier they get, and the more damage it actually does too, just due to the fact that they have increased critical hit chance and damage. So the next wave does spawn here, like I said earlier, Toad, Blob, X23, and then you can see Negasonic and as well as Mr. Sinister, just remnants from the last wave. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off Negasonic. She's getting in our way quite right here, right? So this is where it's gonna get tight for a lot of players, but I would say the hardest part is probably when that wave drops at 9 out of 10 enemies, and this is really just kind of, if you can have stronger characters leading up to this last wave here, it definitely is not as hard as previously. But you can see here, even right now, it's a struggle because you can't really get out of Blob's taunt. You really just gotta soak it up, and that's why I can't stress the importance of the X23, or excuse me, the XFactor characters enough, because of the fact that they have so much synergy, and despite them being under-leveled characters for this node, just look at the amount of damage they can do, despite them being 20, 30k, 40k lower than these guys' combat power. So you guys have built up XFactor characters, my goodness, you're gonna have an easy time. Unfortunately, I just ran out of mutant gear to level them up. I've used quite a bit just trying to level up the X-Men characters. So you can see here, still quite pesky, and despite our guys being in the 30 to 40k range, right, they're still holding up quite a bit, and that's, again, thanks to the fact that they have that amazing passive to synergize. So finally, we get out of that little back and forth with these enemies here. We're gonna go ahead, finish off Toad, because he is squishy, and that's also who I recommend taking down out of this last wave too, just because he is the squishiest, and you just want him out of the way. Blob, fortunately, is quite weak because of the fact that we've been attacking him over and over. It's just not wise to take down X23 first in this last wave due to the fact that she has the best survivability. That's also why we targeted the first X23 right away in the beginning, just due to the fact that she can really outlast everyone else. So you can see here, at this point, if you guys have both your XFactor characters at the very end, this is personally the most viable in my opinion. So going ahead here, we're just going to finish her off. And again, this is what worked for me, you guys. Obviously, if you have a stronger team, definitely see if you can boost it up. I got pretty close there, as you can see, but fortunately, again, the MVPs are the XFactor characters. Didn't get to capitalize on them too much because of the events, but hopefully they become farmable in the future, because they definitely do make it quite easier for these nodes, especially for me. If you watch my earlier videos, I got lucky with Black Bolt, but that's how I was able to get through thanks to these guys. So hope this helps you guys, especially if you don't have the legendaries. As always, do appreciate you checking out my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.